Laura Ray, welcome to my channel. Today I have some incredible makeup to share with you. These are beauty finds that really shock me. And I don't say that lightly. All of these beauty finds are from the company Morphe. I bought all of them myself. And over the past few months, I've gone into Ulta and I keep picking up Morphe products to review. I've shown them in many of my YouTube shorts. So I wanted to do a video to just give an overview of everything I've purchased. There are some real finds here. Now, what I'm wearing on my eyes, I can't believe, because I have wanted since 2022 the By Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. That palette was so expensive and I just couldn't justify getting it at the time. I wish I could have afforded it, but now there are people selling it online for $300 because it was a limited edition palette. So I went searching on the internet, reading all kinds of information to see if anybody said there was a dupe for it. And this is the one that they claim was a dupe. This eyeshadow palette from Morphe is called Going Platinum. The shades, I think they're incredible. I have one of By Mario's other palettes, so I have tried his formula before, at least the one that I have, but this just blends so nicely. I love the shades. These shades here and here are all mattes. So you get 4 mattes in here. You have the 4 shimmers and then the Going Platinum, which is just incredible. But I even like the 2 mattes for just a soft day look. But this palette is so versatile. Now, we know the price of the Mario palette. This is so affordable and I'm very happy with it. I love this look. I don't typically do cool eye looks, which this is a cool palette, but I am really loving this. One product that I hadn't tried that I went out recently and purchased was the foundation from Morphe. This is called the Light Form Extended Hydration Foundation. I really like it. It's so lightweight. It's very moisturizing, I feel. Once it's on your skin, you don't even know it. Now, I did have a little tackiness with this foundation, so I do like to powder on top, especially right now here in Florida. The humidity is just incredible. So I do powder over this. Now, the only negative things that I read from people is if they had very dry skin that the foundation caught in their skin. I don't have dry skin. I have combination skin with maybe a little more dryness under the eyes. I just made sure my skin was really hydrated. And I know most of you are really into skincare if you're watching this video and you keep your skin very hydrated. So you might not have any issues at all. They actually made this foundation to be hydrating for the skin. I actually love the color selection. They had so many different shades. I actually went into Ulta to try to select a shade. I chose medium 10C. Now, I don't usually choose a cool foundation. I typically go with neutral, but I found when I looked at the neutrals in the store, they were more towards being more golden, a little orangey for me. So I ended up seeing that the cool look like neutral in other brands, and I'm so happy with this. I think this is a very good color match for me, and I'm actually loving it. I wore it all day yesterday. It didn't get in my fine lines or wrinkles. It didn't seem to move around, and my skin still looked really good at the end of the day. So this is a little more than drugstore. It's $20, but I really like the formula, and I think it's a great product. Let's talk powders. The powder I've had the longest from Morphe are these. They're little mini size. They came in a set. You have a pink powder and a translucent. These are both loose powders. They're so lightweight. I love them. I can even use them in my under eyes, which a lot of powders I cannot. Now, I just take one of my puffs like this and dip into the lid. I don't get a lot of powder and just go under the eyes, but this really helps the makeup to stay set, and it's not a chalky look. I think it gives a very blurred out look to the skin. So I'm a big fan of the loose powder. I've talked quite a bit about their Cloudlight powder powders. I love these too. I originally bought the shade Sunrise to powder my entire face. These powders are so smooth and they remind me a lot of the Hourglass powders. They're very lightweight. I just love the feel of them. They blend nicely into the skin. So I went back. It was like every time I went to Ulta, I bought a new powder. I bought Dawn, this lighter shade, because it looked great in the under eyes. I felt like I could use it as a highlighter. Let me put a little on. I'm going to put it on the cheek. And you can see that it adds like a nice little highlight without looking like I have highlighter on. So I really like this for just sort of brightening up my face. So I went back one more time and bought this one, and this is Golden Hour. I didn't buy the deepest shade because it was just way too dark for my skin tone, but it would be great for someone with a deeper skin tone than mine. This one I can use as a bronzer around the face, and I've done that in other videos, I believe, but I love these powders. They're just so soft, so nice on the skin. They blend easily. I love the packaging. It's very sturdy. So these powders, I've also had a lot of great feedback from all of you. When I've mentioned them before, some of you have written me back and said, oh, I bought those. I love that powder. So this is another Morphe product that's getting really great reviews. Another product from Morphe that I've had some great feedback on is this under eye corrector. This is a brightener. I think of it like a liquid version of some of the others that we've seen, like the Becca Smashbox under eye brightener that's much pricier. This really adds, look at all the brightness. It's beautiful under the eyes. It blends easily. You really need just a dab. A dab will do you because it's very brightening. I do like a little brightener in the under eyes, especially if I look a little tired. This just sort of makes my eyeshadows pop more and everything. So I do like to use it sometimes. And this one is a really good one. As I mentioned before, many of you have written me recently and said such sweet things about my eye looks, kind comments. Well, as you can see, this is what happened. I started with one of these Morphe palettes and just kept going. So I just wanted to share some of them with you. All of the formulas are similar. Now, this is their 6-pan palette. This runs around $15, and I just think it's an incredible deal. I want to show you one I bought from MAC, which I paid so much more for. And look at these palettes. You get a mirror, same kind of packaging, and 6 shadows. And I'm telling you, even though I love MAC so much, these shadows from Morphe are just as great. So I can't believe the price difference. I wanted to keep trying these to see if it was a fluke, if just the first one I bought was great. But every one of them was wonderful. This one is Cyber Chrome, which looks a lot like the one that I used for the video today. This one here is Sky-Fi. I love what Morphe did with this packaging. I know a lot of people don't care about packaging, but I want something that's sturdy, and if it is beautiful, I think that's just the icing on top of the cake. But look at these shades. The shade many of you have complimented me on is this one right here, and it's called Out of the Blue, and it's sort of a periwinkle kind of shade. But I love that one. This one here, Rich Glitch, it's called. Again, look at how beautiful. And if you like browns and sort of like taupey shade, this is just gorgeous. I love it. I am so into eyeshadow. I always have been. I've always loved it. I bought this for my birthday for myself. I just had my eyes on this so long. This is called Rose Frequency, and I'm just having so much fun with these eyeshadows. Morphe has eyeliners, and I love liners like this where there's 2 shades on the liner. This one's the shade Rhyme, and it's a brown. These remind me so much of the ones from Urban Decay. I always like the 24/7 liners. These don't budge. Once they dry down, they're on all day. They have gorgeous shades. Some days I'll just do a very neutral eye look and use this liner. You could even use this more more metallic shade under the eyes. Look at how this glides on the back of my hand. Just so easy. This liner really does seem like high end. I know some of my friends love to contour, so I wanted to pick this up and try it out. It's the Shapelifter. Morphe just came out with this. This is for contouring the face. Now, I did a YouTube short on it, and somebody sort of made fun of me and said, oh, you really got pulled in by this. It's such a gimmick. You could just take contour and take a brush. Of course you could do that. You could do that with so many products. But what I love about this is it really is a contour shade. The shade I bought is called Enhanced. And if you look here, it's very gray. And that's what you want when you want to contour, especially if you're contouring nose or the cheekbones. Today I contoured my nose, my cheeks, and the jawline because I know those are areas that many of my friends have commented they like to contour. What I love about this, as opposed to other things I've tried sticks that are thicker, and it's hard to get the right size of line. If you have sort of a narrower face like I do, a lot of the sticks out on the market are too large, and the contour starts getting too low or too high on the cheeks. So I love the size of this. So while you might not get as much product in a stick like this, it's super affordable and it's super convenient. Let's talk blush. Today I'm wearing a really unique shade. It's called Energized. These are the Euphoric Rush blushes. It's a 3-in-1 silk blush. I think this shade is absolutely a stunner. I thought it matched well with the eyeshadow. It adds some color, some life. These are really a very moisturizing formula. You can see sort of the glossy look of them, and they just blend really nicely on the cheeks. I bought 2 shades. I also bought Hypnotized, which is more of a warm colored shade, but I like the shades that Morphe comes out with. They seem to have unique shades that I'm not seeing from other brands. Another purchase I was really happy with was this blush. This is called the Cheek Thrills. I bought the Patrick Ta blush back when it came out so I could use it to compare to other blushes, and it's a beautiful blush. Of course, it's got blush in powder form and cream. This is really unique because not only do you have a cream formula here, but this is like a cream highlighter, and then you have a powder, and they all just work so beautifully together. This is a great formula. I bought the shade Beach Bonfire and then also After Party. I thought this would be a beautiful neutral kind of shade, especially for fall coming up. I liked it even though this is so much more affordable than Patrick Ta. They still have this, which is a little cover to cover the two that are not powder. These are the cream formulas, and this sort of keeps the powder from getting in it. But I'm thrilled with these. The formula's so nice. The packaging's nice. It's heavy. It seems very luxe. So this is another real winner from Morphe. Another form of blush that they have available is liquid blush. So if you like liquids, this is very sheer. You can actually see like your own skin through the blush. This is one where you just like put a drop down, and it's not runny. It's got a little bit of a cream to it. This reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. blushes that we've seen, but I like how my own skin shows through, and this is a really nice formula if you're looking for that sort of very natural kind of look where your skin shows through and you're just looking for some color on the cheeks. This bottle would last me such a long time because you only use a drop. The shade I bought is That Girl. I wanted a nice pink, and this is such a beautiful color. Morphe has 2 styles of lip liners, and I like both of them for different reasons. If you like the old-fashioned wooden pencil like from MAC, then you'll go crazy over this. It's a great lip pencil. It glides on the lips. This shade here, Sweet Tea, is very popular because it's a nude. It's great for lining lining your lips when you're wearing other lipsticks, but boy, it lasts on the lips. And if you like the kind of pencil where you're going to sharpen and it's going to last a long time, this is a great one, and it's super affordable. The other style of lip liner that they offer is a gel lip liner. I prefer those most of the time. They're just so easy that you don't have to sharpen your pencil. You can just twist it up. The shade I bought is called Dearest, and it's a really pretty sort of pinky nude and just glides easily on the lips. I like to fill in the whole lips and then maybe put a little gloss on top. Their Dripglass gloss is just stunning. My daughter's been using this. She said, I've got to get more. I used it all up. It's so beautiful. The shade I'm showing you today is Pink Mirror. It looks great on its own, very natural, very soft, but it looks beautiful on top of the lip pencils. So I will definitely be repurchasing this gloss. It's not sticky. It looks pretty on the lips. Right now I have a little bit in the center on top of the lip pencil, and I just think it really elevates the lip look. Recently, Morphe came out with this bronzer stick called Sudden Heat. I bought the shade Ignite. It is such a nice creamy bronzer. Reminds me a lot of my Merit. Same kind of feel to it. It just really goes across the skin very easily. It truly is a bronzer, not a contour. It has some warmth to it. Look at how nicely it blends out. It has a very powdery, silky kind of feel to it, but I really like it. Once I wear it, I wonder, why don't I wear bronzer every day? I often forget to put it on, but when I do, I just feel like I look a lot healthier. So this is one that I think really could compete with any that I've tried that are high end, and this one is much more affordable. I'm on the fence with every company with these little nano type brow pencils. Morphe came out with this one, and I really bought the wrong shade. I bought Almond, and it's a little warm for my brows, but this is a great brow pencil. It does give more shape to the brows. This has a super fine point. I will warn you, if you ever want to try this kind of pencil, and I know many of you have, that you don't ever want to let the point come out too much because it can break off really easily. But I thought this did a great job on my brows. I'm actually going to go get the color I think I should have gotten that's a little more cool tone. But at the same time, I saw this in a YouTube short video and I thought, well, maybe a warmer pencil would be good. It would match my hair color a little bit better. But I'll continue to use this. I really like it. It was easy to work with. It's got the spoolie on it. Just keep in mind that these pencils really end up being more expensive when you use them all the time because you're not getting as much product as you are with these thicker pencils that will last longer, that have the thicker, wider point. This point's so thin, it wears down quickly. So this really isn't a big money saver. It's more about technique. It's more about if it works better for your brows. Some of these larger pencils just don't work well for everyone for their brows, and this is a good alternative to some from other companies that are really pricey. Everything's linked down beneath the video. Thank you for shopping those links and supporting my channel. I would love to hear if you've tried any of these products. Your feedback is always appreciated. I want to thank you so much for watching, for all the likes, for subscribing, all the ways that you support my channel. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.